Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Recharge. What a glorious morning. It's beautiful and warm outside. The sun's shining. I've been for my morning walk. Our dog is being very well walked at the moment, so he's enjoying it. But I'd just like to welcome you, and now's the time that we can just centre our hearts and minds on the Lord. So if you'd like to spend some time with me for 2 minutes as we think of Him and spend this time with Him. Today I'd like to share some scriptures with you that are out of one of my favourite books of the Bible, Isaiah 55, from 6 through till 13. And he says, "Seek the Lord while he may be found, call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the evil man his thoughts. Let him turn to the Lord, and he will have mercy on him, and to our God, for he will freely pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. As the rain and snow come down from heaven, and do not return to it without watering the earth, and making it bud and flourish, so that it yields seed for the sower and bread for the eater, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I have sent it. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. Instead of the thorn bush will grow the pine tree, and instead of briars the myrtle will grow. This will be for the Lord's renown, for an everlasting sign which will not be destroyed." I just love his words, and as I've been pondering the last few days, I'll be honest, I was struggling over the weekend of, I think listening to all the negativity that was going on in the world and what's been happening. But I've realised as I've been out on my walks the last few days, the amazing beauty that we have around us, and I've also realised that in the past I've always wanted to know what was happening, what was going on, what was the next thing, and we can get caught up watching TV and wanting to know all the different prophetic messages that are coming out, and what this person's saying and what that person's saying, and people are going, "Oh, what do you think's going to happen afterwards?" And just in the last few days, for myself, I've realised that if I keep thinking like that, I end up becoming unsettled, and I can get anxious. So when I read this, and he talks about that my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. And it's having that understanding that we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We have no idea even what the Lord's doing, but we know that he is doing something in the background, and we can trust him. In Proverbs 3 I was reading, lean not on our own understanding, but trust in the Lord. And I think that's all we can do at the moment. We can only rely on his word. And we just have to be careful that we don't try looking here, there and everywhere and coming up with reasons why this is happening. And I think for myself, even just walking around looking at the beauty that's with autumn colours and the trees and the leaves, and as I picked some leaves yesterday, and I found acorns off an oak tree, and just even I'm lacking flowers in my garden at the moment, but just looking at the colours that the Lord has for us, just even in the trees. I think if we can if we can look at what's around us and not keep looking ahead, just doing one day at a time what he's asking us to do today, and look at the pleasure. I've even started doing some craft, and I've been painting, and that's why this table's got this dirty old cloth on it at the moment. My table's covered in paint and old frames, and so it's finding things that keep us refreshed, and so we don't start to worry. So be blessed today. I pray that we can look above our circumstances, and we can look away from even from the media and the TV, that we can look at our surroundings. So Lord, I just pray today that for the ones watching can look outside and see your beauty in just the small things, and even in the birds, and just the grass growing, and even the weeds, the flowers that the weeds produce. It's incredible, his creation. So we can see him everywhere. So I pray that you're blessed today, and just spend the next couple of minutes just resting, knowing that we don't need to understand everything that's going on. All we need to know is that the Lord loves us unconditionally, and he is with us, even when we can't feel it or can't see him. Be blessed, and I'll see you soon.